focus on that patchwork Calgary offensive line. With more, let's head to the sidelines. Here's our coach, Mike Benavides.
Well, yeah, guys, so far the Edmonton Eskimos are covering up the center, John Estes. And you saw right on the second play of the game, a high snap. They're stressing him out, they're covering him, see if he can handle the matchup. And right now they're trying to cover up as many guys as they can, get the one-on-ones, and I think it's a great plan.
Got all CFL defensive tackle Armando Sewell to put some evil intent in his mind.
Pat Delmonico is now, what that means is, and what coach is talking about, is they're going to take and put Gregory Alexander right on top and line him right over Estes so that he has to block him, but also concentrate on that shotgun snap to Bo Levi Mitchell. So he's got contact immediately as he's snapping the ball.
First down, and there's Joe West across the middle. So Bo Levi Mitchell finding an open spot in that secondary a couple of times over the middle for 17, and the first catch of the game for Joe West.
Yeah, we talked to the coaching staff about why, if Jeff Fuller was closer, if he's ready, and he was healthy and ready to go, but Joe West playing so well. They had some issues with the Canadian ratio, so they could only take one of the two, but couldn't take Joe West off the roster. He's playing too well.
First down up near the 50. And Messam hits midfield and has 5. Dexter McCoyle, J.C. Sherritt on the stop.
So they try and cover up those guard and right tackle and Carl Lavoie here. And let's see on this run play, Estes comes out, nice block as he takes that cover-up position by Alexander, and he takes that contact and gets a little run bubble.
Undersized, high football IQ, former Arizona Cardinal, started 54 games at the University of Hawaii. Here's Mitchell again, crosser, he's got Eric Rogers once again at a hurdle. Out of bounds, a couple of extra yards to put an exclamation point on it.
Boy, Eric Rogers is so smooth in his route running. It doesn't look like he's even moving until he goes by it. He's just down the seam here. Nice, easy break across the middle. A 30-yard gain and a little fun at the end as he hurdles over Patrick Watkins. And Patrick Watkins is 6'5". This is a high hurdle.
4 catches, 71, and 2 touchdowns last week. He has a couple big grabs already, and he's getting closer to his neighborhood. Here's Lamar Durant on the fly sweep, and Durant breaks through. Odell Willis trying to pull him down. Otha Foster finally, but Durant all the way down inside the 5. It's a 21-yard run for number 1.
Great play calling from Dave Dickinson. Get things started here. There's Lamar Durant. He's going to come on that little run play to the left side of the formation. Well blocked at the point of attack. Jerome Messam gets out and into the secondary. He helps his fellow receiver out. But excellent play calling. Establish the run early to Messam. Go to play action in the quick game after that. And now mix it up with a little run to Lamar Durant.
That raises the blood pressure of the Eskimo head coach. Mitchell into the end zone. Open man! And incomplete. Anthony Parker can't hang on. John Ojo recovered just in the nick of time.
He's a Western All-Star and led the team in interceptions with 5. And in this case, John Ojo is beaten but doesn't give up on the play. He turns, makes up the space, keeps fighting for it, and then strips it out of there. Anthony Parker is going to argue that he had it long enough, but as he's going to the ground, he's got to survive the ground contact.
Mitchell put a little air under it, but Parker should have secured it. And it's second and goal. Mitchell into the other corner, too far for Rob Cote. Incomplete. It'll be third down.
Still trying to work Jerome Messam into the playbook. Remember, he was that trade right at the deadline in late October. He's going to come out here, and he's going to be almost in the same area as the tight end in Rob Cote. He needs to get a little bit shallower, but that ball thrown out of bounds.
So an impressive drive comes up short, and Paredes on to attempt His second field goal of the game, this from 11 yards out.
Time count violation. Calgary, number 4. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
So they'll back up 5. Things getting a little heated in the trenches there.
Well, we shouldn't be surprised about that with these two teams. Edmonton had to exercise the demon. They could not beat Calgary all of last year. Got them twice out of 3 games this year. Can they do it one more time and get to the cup?
So from 16 out, Paredes just gets it through. Hooks it inside the bar, and the discussion continues here as the first quarter comes to an end. A quick start for the Eskimos. Fumble recovery and then an early touchdown. Stampeders answering with a pair of field goals. 8-6 after 1 quarter. Coaches yesterday mentioned this probably will come down to a mistake or two. The first mistake of the game made by Calgary, despite an edge in stats. They trailed by 2.
Turnovers are so important in every football game, and they got the 8 points, the Edmonton Eskimos, off that first turnover by Sky Dawson. But I like the way that Dave Dickinson is calling this game offensively for Calgary right now. He's got Jerome Messam established early in that quarter, then went to quick play action so Bo Levi Mitchell could get out of his hands quickly, and then mixing it up with a little fly sweep there to Lamar Durant. This is good play calling to allow that makeshift offensive line, Chris, to settle in.
Be interesting to see if the Eskimos are able to mount a run game today without Shakir Bell or Chad Simpson. Chris Jones using a relative newcomer in Akeem Shavers out of Purdue in just his 3rd game at the running back spot. Does have Kendall Lawrence, who he can deploy in that area as well. And he is their ace return man. And Kendall Lawrence up over the 35-yard line. Glenn Love leads the surge downfield on the teams. Well, everybody gets involved in the Battle of Alberta on ice or on turf.
There's Taylor Hall. Edmonton Oilers, and Jordan Eberle is right behind Taylor Hall there. A couple of stars for the Edmonton Oilers supporting the cause. And
Mark Giordano, Johnny Gaudreau and company wearing the Stampeders.
Love to see that. The Battle of Alberta runs deep.
Mike Riley back to work. Underneath it goes. Shamad Chambers has a catch. And Chambers, good second effort to drive for a first down. Working against Adam Berger.
You know, it's one thing when you see something you want to try and exploit offensively, and I think Edmonton's doing that. They're going to test Berger out there now. Calgary can make a change and go with Ciante Evans at corner. Berger gets up limping after this quick throw to Shamad Chambers. They don't want to go too far, though, from what's got them here, which is the short side and Bowman and Darrell Walker.
12-yard pickup, but a first down. And now onto the ground. And that is the newcomer Shavers, and Micah Johnson stuffs that. Boy, he's had a good year at defensive tackle, number 93.
And they're right now, Chris, making a substitution, and Ciante Evans has come to play the wide side corner. They're going to bring in Jeff Heck now to play more of a 30 front, which is 3 down linemen and 4 linebackers, and Heck will be the extra linebacker. Rich Stubler is trying to mix it up now, especially on second down.
They do have to juggle because of the ratio to make sure they have 7 Canadians on the field. They also have defensive tackle Derek Wigan out of Queens on the field right now, and a pass underneath is caught by Bowman, and they convert on second down.
Take a look at how Rich Stubler is going to have to. There's his 3 down linemen, and then he goes with the 4 linebackers right there. And now that's what the 30 front is called. 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers, and good play call by Edmonton to beat it.
Bowman Bowman the catch and a first down at the Stampeder 49. Riley to the sidelines. There's another catch for Darrell Walker.
Well, that's a tough combo to defend against. So you got a Darius Bowman, the most targeted receiver in the CFL this year, into the short side with Darrell Walker that in just 12 games had over 1,000 yards. Who do you double team?
Well, we're going to hear both names a lot based on the regular season. Those two combined were targeted 57 times in the 3 meetings against Calgary. 31 for Bowman and 26 for Walker.
And they're out to the field on this play.
They look one way and now back the other for Stafford. And Brandon McDonald breaks it up.
Nice break by Brandon McDonald. I mean, he was on that high shoulder. Remember the 2-point convert by Darrell Walker where the throw was absolutely perfect to the inside. This time McDonald over the top, gets his left arm around and knocks that one down. So 1-1. Darrell Walker got him on the first slant, but that time it was McDonald.
Mentioned a lot about the offensive line of Calgary. They've lost both corners this year. Joe Burnett, Fred Bennett were the starters. Brandon McDonald makes a play there, and Sean White has to come on to attempt a 48-yarder. Oh, wait a minute. John Lynch on 3rd and 2 off the right side. And inside the 40-yard line has the first down.
This is why the coaches will tell you, given the choice between having to play the semifinal right to the final and get to the Grey Cup that way or having a long break to prepare, they'll tell you, give me the break so I can prepare some extra plays, some extra wrinkles. And here is your holder, Jordan Lynch, coming up. Remember, he's a 3rd-string quarterback.
Just enough by the length of the football. And that gets a smile from the coach on the sidelines.
Yeah, he stepped up there. Now Jordan Lynch is under center. Remember, he's a 3rd-string quarterback and comes in some short yardage formations. He's also run some run packages throughout the regular season.
He's the Swiss Army knife. He's a gunner on punt cover, a guy that has done it all and gets what could be an important first down for the Eskimos. Now the pitch, and Shavers will try to get inside. Freddie Bishop in pursuit, able to haul him down.
That's a good all-around football play because, first of all, we see a little bit of Akeem Shavers who gets out, and this is his game, that speed to the outside out of Purdue. But how about the speed of big Freddie Bishop, 265 pounds, and he's going to run Shavers down here. And he's in behind him. He outruns the angle and catches Shavers from behind. That's speed for a big man off the edge.
Second and 2. Bowman was motioning. Handoff inside. And Shavers crashes inside the 30. And is close to another first down.
Played his final 2 years at Purdue. 5'11", 203 pounds. No Shakir Bell, no Chad Simpson, so it's Akeem Shavers, and 292 attempts in college at Purdue. He had a 4.8-yard average, 5.5 in limited playing time this year. Mike Riley says he had not made a bust all practice. Remember, he started as a defensive back when he first got to Edmonton.
Explosive back, but in his hands again to the outside. At the NFL Combine, an 11-foot standing broad jump.
Had a long talk with Mike Riley about if he was concerned with Akeem Shavers and the limited playing time that he had coming into this big important game in the West Final. He said not at all, because, you know, he started when Aaron Grimes got hurt. He went and practiced as a defensive back. He's such a great athlete and football mind. He has not made a bust in practice. He knows exactly where to be, and he can pass protect.
Quarterbacks like the guy who says the #1 priority is pass pro. Shavers again, and this time Jawan Simpson waiting in the hole. The middle linebacker shuts it down.
You know, statistically, Jawan Simpson last couple of years isn't going to jump off the page for you, but this is the guy that is the catalyst for this team. He's the leader Was a former captain at Alabama, and when they need him, he steps up and makes a play. He's going to make Edmonton have to try for a field goal here.
Missed 5 late in the year with a broken collarbone, and after a delay, Chris Jones does send the, well, let's see, Jordan Lynch back on. He is the holder, and I think he's also, well, they do have Sean White on the field, so let's see if they got something up their sleeve again on 3rd and 1. Or
well, Juwan Simpson just walked around to that field goal return team, and he reminded, hey, be careful.
Here we go again. They try and draw them offside. As you can see, it's more than a yard, and Calgary doesn't bite.
Violation. Edmonton, number 5. 5-yard penalty, remaining 3rd down.
This is the captain in Juwan Simpson, making sure that everybody on that side of the ball was on the same page. Juwan Simpson, look at him bark out right in the middle there, telling everybody, hey, this is a fake coming. Make sure you're ready. Don't let it happen second time in a row. And Jordan Lynch has to pull the plug and say, no, we don't have it.
Heartbeat of the defense. Juwan Simpson.
Veterans do.
So White from 32 yards out. Got that. And it's a 5-point Edmonton lead. Just past the 6-minute mark, 2nd quarter at Commonwealth. This Saturday, the warm-up to the biggest party of the year. Grey Cup Saturday gets you set with CFL Player Awards, features from team practices and more. It all gets underway noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific on TSN 3. Red and black plaid optional.
Congratulations to the Ottawa Red Blacks and Henry Burris, who is a finalist for Outstanding Player, and he'll go toe-to-toe and head-to-head against Bo Levi Mitchell. Takes the field against this Edmonton defense.
What a game the Eastern Final was. Here it's a 5-point Edmonton lead as they shovel it inside, and Jerome Messon goes to work. He was terrific last week in a receiving role with 81 yards after the catch.
Well, Estes makes the big block right in the middle. He's got one guy that he's got to take out of there, or this little shovel pass doesn't work to Jerome Messam, and that guy is Armando Sewell. He takes him out of the hole. That allows Messam to get to the second level and into the secondary.
3rd straight game Messam playing a former team of his. Started against Saskatchewan, against BC, and now gets stacked up against his old team, the Edmonton Eskimos. Dexter McCoyle helped shut the door in his face that time.
Yes, 3 years ago, traded for a 6th-round draft pick. Former Edmonton Eskimo.
And told us yesterday that there was a suggestion he might be going to Ottawa. Sean Lemon was lobbying for him, called his agent to find out if there was anything there, and 2 days later, he became a Stampeder. Passing the flat, Joe West is loose in front of Watkins, and West has a 1st down catch into Eskimo territory.
Just a brilliant move by John Hufnagel to make that trade at the deadline to get Messam. This is a nice timing throw from Bo Levi Mitchell, using all his targets, and he finds Joe West right on the sideline.
John Hufnagel's offense settling in now. And we got a timeout called by the Eskimos.
Edmonton.
Right now, Chris Jones is talking to Patrick Watkins as if he's missed a couple of assignments here and trying to get him lined up. He's not happy.
3-time All-Canadian corner.
Chris Jones gave the team 10 days off. Last game was November 1st. Brought them back. They went 3 hard days of practice, and then on day 3 had a scrimmage. Offense against defense, ones against ones. Try and get that intensity back.
Odell Willis said, if you think we're going to show some rust, you don't know our head coach.
I haven't seen rust per se, but that was just some assignment issues that Chris Jones wanted to get lined up.
And 3 weeks is a long time. No getting around it. Matt Walter into the game now. He takes the handoff, and Armando Sewell wraps him up.
Well, there's all weapons all over the field. You take a look at the Calgary Stampeders and where Eric Rogers ranks. Manny Arsenault, number 4. Chris Williams, 3rd in the league in receiving. Darius Bowman, who's in this game this afternoon, number 2. And Eric Rogers, number 1.
And number 1, Lamar Durant, gets stopped short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and about 3.
Second fastest coach in CFL history to 100 wins. Got there this year, John Huffnagel. His final season on the sideline as the head coach, will move up into the executive offices as GM next year. And Dave Dickinson will take over on the sideline.
Forecast was for the wind to increase during the afternoon. Doesn't look like that's the case. A crosswind at the moment as Paredes lines up from 48 yards out and got it. Rennie Paredes, who was 19 of 21 from outside the 40 this year, hits a big one here. Coach who leaves no stone unturned in making sure his team's ready. With more on Chris Jones and his prep for this game, to the sidelines, Ryan Rashog.
Yeah, Chris, and a bit of a coaching mentor for Chris Jones has become Bill Parcells. And Jones phoned him last week looking for some advice on whether or not to take the team indoors to practice because it was chilly, or to leave them outside. And Coach Parcells said, well, you might as well leave them outside and don't overdo it. And he also asked, are you doing any wet ball drills? To which Jones responded, I wasn't planning on it. And he said, well, what if it rains? So Chris Jones had a bucket of water on the sidelines, and they were dipping the footballs in it, and the players were not loving it, but leaving no stone unturned, as you said.
Getting ready for a frozen, maybe turf and game. Taking a shot here, and Darrell Walker, the intended target, incomplete, but a flag down. Brandon McDonald in coverage, draws the flag.
Great receivers have that second gear, and Darrell Walker certainly has that.
Calgary, number 31. Point of foul, automatic first down.
He comes out of his break in a really glide mode and then takes an extra hard step, and that draws the foul from Brandon McDonald over the shoulder. If there's any question, he grabs his waist and slows his progress to the football. That's classic pass interference.
39-yard penalty, just 5 pass interference calls against Calgary all season long. Fewest in the league, and Darrell Walker the intended target there, and it looked like he might have got tackled before the ball arrived. They're looking for back-to-back PI calls.
Well, Mike Riley went up to ask, what about that second play? Tried